Good morning, hello, and welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred on this date in years past, both recognized by other historians, but mainly things we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the smart device application Today in History, What Happened Today in History, Historical Calendar, and the website onthisday.com. For links to those sources, the music done by Carrera, and anything else potentially interesting, not offensive, check the under part of the description below. I almost named one of our Discord channels. Anyway, I am Aoxander, and today I'm joined by...
Protoblock.
Yes, and today is Thursday, also known as Thursday, January, yeah, one of those J months, 5th, 2023. So...
That's all becoming a meme now, one of those J months.
One of those J months. But yo, do you want to start us off here in 1349?
Alright, in 1349, Margaretha of Bavaria names her son Willem V, Earl of Holland and Zealand.
Ah, alright then.
Yeah, and in 1477, we have the Battle of Nancy, that's today in France, I think. The Swiss Confederacy, led by René II, decisively defeats the Duchy of Burgundy. 7,000 plus people killed, including the Duke of Burgundy, Charles the Bold. Charles the Bold. Bold.
Yeah, so
You know
my script here says Charles the Bold was defeated and killed in a conflict with René II, Duke of Lorraine, and Burgundy subsequently became part of France. So they got some land out of that.
Oh, that's how it became French.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. This is why I want to utilize multiple sources, because some sources say things that others don't, and other sources have things that others outright don't have.
Oh yeah.
Entirely.
His marriage life was also a bit messed up. Just saying. He had 3 wives, and
Oh dang.
it all seems to have been just not out of love, but for political reasons, judging by the names and titles.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, in 1500, Duke Ludovico Sforza's troops reconquer Milan.
Ah.
That's in Italy, by the way.
Yeah, and that's not a hat. That's his hair. Like he has pip hair. Like.
Yeah, and Ludovico Sforza, I misspelled the name before, mispronounced. He was a patron of Leonardo da Vinci and other artists, and presided over the final and most productive stage of the Milanese Renaissance.
Well, dang.
So that was 8 years before he died. Apparently, he was 49 at the time when he did that battle. And yeah, he seems to have... Oh, that's interesting. He seems to have had another battle later in the year, and then he was captured, and I guess
we might talk about that battle later on, so we shall see. We're going to move on up into 1709. The Great Frost began during the night, a sudden cold snap that remained Europe's coldest ever winter. Thousands were killed across the continent, and crops failed in France. Not good. Wow.
You wanted to talk about the 1554, I think.
Yeah, we also have in 1554 the Great Fire in Eindhoven, Netherlands. Ooh, that's not good. Let's see, 1554. Let me add that in here real quick. Let's look that up real quick. How many people died? Let's see here.
It's just, it destroyed 3/4 of the city, but wow. I don't see the death toll yet.
Yeah, it was rebuilt rapidly by the year 1560. So 6 years later, it says here, according to Hi in Facebook. What the heck? Huh. Anyway, I'll rely on you to do the links from now on, because I'm doing already too much. So.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't tell me how many people died there.
Huh. You know what? Let's see here. How many deaths? Well, it's not gonna tell me without some digging. So let's just move on up here. We got in 1781, British naval expedition led by Benedict Arnold burned Richmond, Virginia. Well, that's not nice. And there's one here that I missed. 1757, Louis the 15th of France survived an assassination attempt by Robert Francois Damiens, the last person to be executed in France by drawing and quartering, the traditional and gruesome form of capital punishment used for regicides. So, wow.
What?
Yeah. Our source just, the website source just says it was an assassination attempt. Didn't get into the rest of that meat right there. Holy crap. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we got one in 1822 for you, Mr.
All right. In 1822, Central America proclaims annexation to Mexican Empire.
Yep. Yeah, the government of Central America voted for total annexation to the first Mexican Empire. So, yeah, so that's how Mexico got, I guess, that southern area, the more Central American type area. So.
What is that in 1834? Kiowa Indians record this as the night the stars fell.
What? That's weird. Let me add that here. I wonder what that means. Like.
That sounds like some.
Sounds like UFO to me.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, yeah, but that's what it sounds like to me also.
Yeah. But, well, anybody of the Kiowa tribe, let us know about this. Like, what is the night the stars fell? Let me do a really quick look-see here. Oh, in the tribal lore, the Kiowa Indians call 5th of January 1834 the night the stars fell. In the words of ethnographer James Mooney, the Kiowa were awakened by a burst of light and running out from the tippus. They found the night as bright as day, with myriads of meteors darting about the sky. So sounds like something blew up in the atmosphere or something, like kind of like the Tunska event or whatever.
Oh my!
That's interesting.
But the Choctaw had seen the same omen in the heavens 6 weeks prior. On November 13, 1833, an extraordinarily intense meteor shower had lit up the night sky as bright as day.
Dang.
Wow.
That's intense right there. Guys, I see your links here. I'm posting them right now. Anyway, let's move on up here. I clicked the wrong thing. You got a 1836.
Yes, in 1836 we have the Texas Revolution. Davy Crockett arrives in
Nacogdoches?
Yeah, I think it's pronounced something like Nacogdoches. I don't know. In Texas to aid the revolution. Nacogdoches, something.
Yeah. Well, that sounds to me like he's.
Maybe it's Spanish, Nacogdoches, something like that.
Hold on a second. On March. So it sounds to me like because I do know that Davy Crockett fought at the Alamo, and the Alamo fell on March 6th, and that's in a few months from now. But it sounds like yeah, he's aiding the revolution. So yeah, here we go.
Okay. According to the international thing, it is pronounced Nacogdoches.
Oh, okay, Nacogdoches. All right.
Yeah, Nacogdoches. Yes.
Nacogdoches, Nicodemus. So. Anywho, Zizzle, we have in 1870, Johannes Brahms, a collection of love songs, Liebes Lieder Walzer, premiered. I assume he's German. I assume that's German. It sounds like German.
Yes, Johannes Brahms, Liebeslieder Walzer, that means love song and waltz.
Ah.
Or love songs as waltz.
We also have in 1875, the Palais Garnier, one of the most famous opera houses in the world, was inaugurated in Paris. Nice. And
I think I think the 1866 entry also is important.
1866. Bedřich Smetana's first opera, Branibory v Čechách, or The Brandenburgs in Bohemia, premiered in Prague. Cool.
Yeah, he's also a very famous classical music author.
Let me add this in here to the script as well. There we go. And then I think, oh yeah, this is my third one here in 1886. Actually, hold on a second. I think we have one before that. Yeah, 1870. Yeah, we did that 1875. Yeah, so 1886. Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson, published by Longmans, Green and Company. Oh wow.
Yeah, and I think Stevenson also did the Treasure Island. Yes, he did.
All right. Let's go back to you, Mr. Blob, in 1895.
All right, in 1895, French Captain Alfred Dreyfus, convicted of treason, publicly stripped of his rank, later exonerated.
Oh yeah, the Dreyfus affair.
Oh, the Dreyfus affair. Yes, yes.
So this is when he was convicted of treason, and all that started because of this. So this is at the beginning.
Yeah, that lasted for like 12 years, and it nearly destroyed France.
Yeah, all over one little Jewish captain, you know?
Oh, there was much more to it.
Oh yeah, well, I was just grossly under-summarizing it.
In 1896, Die Presse newspaper in Germany publicly announces Wilhelm Röntgen's discovery of X-rays and the potential for new methods of medical diagnosis in a front-page article.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And of course, later only they found out that it is radioactive and all that stuff. So today you protect yourself with some lead against the rays.
Yep. Yeah, big old lead vest and everything. Feels like you're going into battle with armor, you know, every time you go to the dentist.
Yes. And in do you have something before 1914?
Yes.
Oh yeah, here. 1900. In 1900, Irish leader John Edward Redmond calls for a revolt against the British rule.
Huh. Oh yeah, so those Irish always, and they should be revolting. They should, get their, independence and everything. So we also have in 1911 here. It's not even on the list. 1911, Kappa Alpha Psi, the world's third oldest and largest black fraternity, was founded at Indiana University. Look at that. So. There's another one here that's not even mentioned. The 1912, the Sixth All-Russian Conference of the Russian Social Democratic Labor Party, the Prague Party Conference, was opened. In the course of the conference, Vladimir Lenin and his supporters broke from the rest of the party to form the Bolshevik movement. Wow.
Why is that not mentioned?
Well, that's why I mentioned it. So.
That's you.
But yeah, we have another here in 1913. During the First Balkan War, the Battle of Lemnos began. Greek Admiral Pavlos Kontoritolios forced the Turkish fleet to retreat to its base within the Dardanelles, from which it did not venture for the rest of the war. So they got cornered. So
yeah.
You got a good one here in 1914.
Well, in 1914, industrialist Henry Ford announces his $5 minimum per day wage, doubling most workers' pay from $2.40 for a 9-hour day to $5 for an 8-hour day.
Yes. My other source here said the Ford Motor Company announced an 8-hour workday and minimum daily wage of $5 in salary plus bonuses. So pretty much the same thing, just worded differently. So,
yes.
And a year from now, I'm going to be going through this script and combining, because I'm just any additions that I have to articles, I'll combine them in, roll them in next year. So.
In 1919, the German Workers' Party forms, precursor to the National Socialist German Workers' Party, or also known as the NSDAP or the Nazi Party.
Yep, founded in Munich. So. Yep, on this date in 1919. Not good. So, let's see here.
Yeah,
Here we
they
go.
later destroyed Germany
Yep.
and most of Europe.
Mm-hmm.
In 1925, Nellie Taylor Ross became governor of Wyoming, the first woman governor in the United States of America.
Nice. Hell yeah. And that was just shortly after women's suffrage was legalized out here in the States.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I hope one day both men and women will just understand that they are all equal.
Yeah, like, well, not perfectly 100%. Like, there's things that women can do that men can't, and men can do that women can't. Like, for example, give birth. Like, I'll never experience that, thankfully. But they'll never experience being kicked in the groin. It does hurt, but not as much for them as it does for us. Although their chesticles are very sensitive, so they get punched in the chest. That's going to hurt them a lot more than it'll hurt me. So, but we're all one and the same. All that stuff. So.
Yeah, in 1927, anyway, Major League Baseball Commissioner Kennesaw Mountain Landis begins his 3-day public hearing on charges that 4 games played between Chicago and Detroit in 1917 had been thrown to White Sox.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that sounds like a huge scandal.
It is. I don't know much about baseball stuff. If Loon was here, he might have something to say about this or not. I'm not sure. But we're going to move on up into... I'm sorry?
Oh, and Landis... he was apparently a bad person in other regards also.
We're going to move on up into 1930. Bonnie Parker met Clyde Barrow for the first time at Clarence Clay's house. And the rest, as it said, is history. Bonnie and Clyde, the notorious gangsters.
Yeah.
Or bank robbers, such.
Yeah, speaking of gangster.
Yeah.
The next one.
1930 as well. While Bonnie and Clyde were meeting, Mao Zedong wrote the essay "A Single Spark Can Start a Prairie Fire" to criticize cadres not creating rule in revolutionary base areas. So yeah, this guy is going around getting all crazy like, we need revolution, the red wave, blah blah blah. Not the red wave that we thought was going to happen a couple months ago, but different red wave, an actual bad one. So.
Oh, 1931 is also interesting.
Ooh, that is. 1931, the first woman to purchase a baseball team, Lucille Thomas, bought Topeka Senators franchise in the Western League. Wow. That is really cool. Oh. Back to you, Mr. Blob, with 1933 here.
Right, 1933, the Cavalcade. What is that?
Cavalcade. Let's see here. Oops, wrong button. There we go.
Oh, it's a play, it seems.
Well, it's a word. Cavalcade is a formal procession of people walking on horseback or riding in vehicles. Okay, so it's not. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So the movie, I guess, Cavalcade, based on the play by Noel Coward, directed by Frank Lloyd, and starring Diana Wynyard and Cliff Brook, premieres in New York. And it gets the Best Production Picture Award in 1934. That's probably one of the Oscars.
Yeah. Cavalcade, huh? That's interesting. There's a Cavalcade I know of is Seth MacFarlane's Cavalcade of Cartoon Comedy, which is a pretty funny DVD I have.
Yeah, but not everyone was able to watch that movie because on the same day, 1933, the work on the Golden Gate Bridge begins, starting on the Marin County side.
Nice. I'm gonna add that in here. Copy, paste. Yeah. Oh, nice. Here we go. Cricket.
And we have our favorite player again. In 1937, Australian cricket batsman Jack Fingleton, 163, and Don Bradman, out 270 the following day, make then record stand of 346 for the 6th wicket in third test versus England in Melbourne.
Cricket wicket!
We have no clue what that means, but it sounds impressive.
Yes. Let's see here here we go. 1944, the Daily Mail became the first major London newspaper to be published on both sides of the Atlantic. So it was out here too. Cool. 1945, the Soviet Union recognized the new pro-Soviet provisional government of the Republic of Poland. Huh. And that's not even in here. So, wow. Then 1949, in his State of the Union address, United States President Harry S. Truman unveiled his Fair Deal program. So yeah, so he's like, okay, this is my plan, people of America, United States, yada yada. But let's see here. There's one that's not even listed here. 1950. Oh yeah. In the Sverdlovsk air disaster, all 19 of those on board were killed, including most of the entire national ice hockey team, the VVVS of Moscow, and of the Soviet Air Force. 11 players, as well as a team doctor and a masseur, a masseuse, someone who massages. So, that's a disaster right there.
Yeah, that should be on the list here.
Yeah, well, it's on my list here. Well,
that's good, at least.
That sounds wrong, yeah. Let's get back to you in 1952.
Yes, in 1952, Darius Milhaud's orchestral composition West Point Suite, marking the U.S. Military Academy's sesquicentennial, premieres at Carnegie Hall, New York City.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
Wait.
What are we waiting for?
I don't get the word sesquicentennial.
Well, let me look that up here real quick, because it means like 100 or 200 or something years, relating to the 150th anniversary of a significant event. So 150 years since West Point. So it looks like West Point started operations in 1852. In 1802.
Yeah, that's why the word didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, so it's 100 and plus. That's why the word is so weird.
Yeah. And this is a nice one. In 1953, Samuel Beckett's French language play En attendant Godot, also known as Waiting for Godot, premieres in Paris.
Cool.
And if I remember it correctly, he's still waiting at the end of the play.
Huh. Just standing there in the side of the stage, just waiting. And where's
I never watched it. I just read the plot somewhere of the book, and Godot apparently never shows up or something like that. I don't know.
I see we've been joined by Sohan. How you doing today, my friend? Although he's muted. So, there he is.
Doing good.
Good. Yo, so Blob, was that your 3? I wasn't counting.
I think it was 2, but...
Okay. Then go ahead.
Let's do one more for insurance.
Yeah.
In 1957, Dodgers' Jackie Robinson announces his retirement rather than be traded to the New York Giants.
All right. So he's just like, yeah, I'm tired of the race. So let's throw in the towel and kick my feet up for a bit. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's another good movie to watch. 42.
Let me add that into the movies here. 42?
Yeah.
Okay.
With Chadwick Boseman.
Well, Mr. Sohan, now that you're here, if you want, you can take this next 57.
Oh, you talking about the one with the Banff?
Dwight D. Eisenhower? Yeah.
In 1957, U.S. President Eisenhower asked Congress to send troops to the Middle East.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, we've been sending troops to the Middle East before Bush.
Yeah, and actually, I have a different one here. 1957. I believe it might be in the same speech. In a speech given to the United States Congress, U.S. President Dwight D. Eisenhower announced the establishment of what would later be called the Eisenhower Doctrine. So I wonder if that has something to do with the troops in the Middle East or not. That's going to require some digging off air. So 2 things from Ike on this time. Interesting.
Okay. Also, 1959, Bozo the Clown live children's show premieres on TV.
Bozo! Hong Kong, Hong Kong.
Hmm?
Bozo the Clown, clowning around.
Ooh, also 1959, Buddy Holly releases his last record. It doesn't matter. He was killed in a plane crash 29 days later.
Well, I guess it didn't matter.
Well,
sucks.
that plane crash was also known as the day the music died.
Oh, yes! Oh, my,
Oh, yeah.
my, da, 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 da.
Fact, during the making of La Bamba, Richie Valens, actor, Diamond Phillips, he looked so much like him when his sister, Richie Valens' sister was on set. She would walk up to him and say, "Why did you get on the plane?"
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wow. But that's kind of crazy, because this is also the anniversary of, because remember that Russian hockey team that died in a plane crash, or most of the team?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was earlier. We reported on that as well today. So on the so at the same day, different year, two notable plane crashes. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But then 1962, Tony Sheridan and the Beatles. Actually, it's still your turn, right?
I could do this one. Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
1962, Tony Sheridan and the Beatles record My Bonnie and the Saints, produced by Bert Kaempfert in Hamburg, Germany.
Ooh.
My bonnie lies over the ocean.
And why don't you take this last one just for posterity?
Yes. 1963, Alan J. Lerner and Frederick Lowe's musical Camelot, starring Richard Burton, Julia Andrews, and Robert Goulet. Closes at Majestic Theater, New York City, after 873 performances and winning 4 Tony Awards.
Dang. That's pretty cool. That's a lot of performances right there. So. Then 1 year later, after that, 1964, Pope Paul VI visited Jordan and Israel. Huh. All right. Then 1967, I don't know why this is not on the list, but I have it here. Cultural Revolution, the Shanghai People's Commune was established following the seizure of power from local city officials by revolutionaries. So more Mao stuff, right there.
Yeah.
Mao.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay, going back to get rid of that. There we go. All right. And then 1968, Alexander Dubček succeeded Antonin Novotny as Communist Party leader of Czechoslovakia. Blob, you get to talk about Spock.
Yeah. In 1968, Dr. Benjamin Spock was indicted for conspiring to violate draft law.
Well, that's not
the other Mr. Spock.
Yeah, the evil Spock, the one with the goatee.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Please. Yeah, you know he was arrested in December. We talked about him on the 5th of December, together with Allen Ginsberg in New York while protesting against the Vietnam War.
You got another one here in 1969.
All right. In 1969, Creedence Clearwater Revival (CCR) they released their second album, Bayou Country, featuring singles "Good Golly Mrs. Molly." Oh my God, I mispronounced that horribly. "Good Golly Miss Molly" and "Proud Mary."
Good golly, Miss Molly.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's one of their songs that I'm not familiar with. Anyway, in 1969, also the USSR Venera 5 launched for the first successful planet landing on Venus.
Yep. The Venera 5 space probe was launched at 6:28:08 UTC from Baikonur, wherever that is.
That's their largest, how do you call it? Like Cape Canaveral is...
Space Center, okay.
NASA. Yes.
Let's see here. 1970. I'm not seeing it on our list here. The 7.1 MW Tonghai earthquake shook Tonghai County or country, Genan province in China, with a maximum ecologic intensity of X, which is extreme. Between 10,000 and 15,000 people are known to have been killed, and about another 26,000 were injured. Holy crap!
Didn't we talk about that yesterday, or probably another earthquake?
I don't know. Maybe. Actually, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Tonghai earthquake. Let me double check just to see. 1970 Tonghai earthquake. Well, it might have happened like. You know what I mean? Like, time zones are weird, so we might be double reporting it. Oh no, it is January 4th. So you're right. So let me just take that out of here. So, yep. Sorry, my bad.
It was. Oh, no, it was just after 1 a.m. local time on January 5th.
Ah. Okay, yeah, it's saying here January 4th on earthquake.usgs.gov. So that's why I said time zones. Because we have had a couple articles, and actually we will be talking about something we talked about yesterday. That Irish Republican murder stuff. The murdering of the Protestants and then the murdering of the Catholics, or the other way around. But anyway, Blob 1971.
The body of former world heavyweight boxing champion Sonny Liston, at the age of 40, is found by his wife Geraldine at their Las Vegas home. He had been dead for an estimated 6 days. Foul play is suspected, but as far as I know, it wasn't resolved.
No, it wasn't. And also, he had mob affiliations.
Ooh, so that's not good.
Yeah. And usually, I'd say that listen beats Patterson is a famous line, and we didn't start the fire, but we will not say that today.
Yeah.
In 1972, President of Bangladesh, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, is freed by the newly elected President of Pakistan, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. Probably the Benazir Bhutto.
Bhutto. I've heard of Bhutto.
Yeah.
I think we're talking about a different Bhutto, though.
Yeah, it might be the father of Benazir Bhutto, the Pakistani leader who was murdered later.
Well, actually, it says here Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was the founding father of Bangladesh. Oh.
Yes, his daughter was Benazir Bhutto. Yes.
Anyway, Sohan, we have another 72 for you.
Sure. Also in 1972, U.S. President Nixon signs a bill for NASA to begin research on a manned space shuttle.
Yes, this is when Nixon announced the space shuttle program. So, yep.
I am crook.
Yes. I am not a crook. Vibrate the jowls.
In alternate world, I am crook, but he's completely honest.
No, that's all he can say is I am crook, like he's a Groot.
Yeah.
I am crook. I am crook. I am crook. God.
Also in 1974, Raul Julia appears on the Bob Newhart show in Oh Brother.
Did you miss 73, or did I have a stroke?
I think he missed 73.
Okay.
What if I don't want to talk about Bruce Springsteen? I'm joking.
Oh, okay. Well, if you don't want to, just let me know.
I'm joking. I like this album.
Okay.
1973, Columbia Records, Bruce Springsteen's debut album, Greetings from Ashbury Park, New Jersey.
Yeah. Cool. Bruce Springsteen.
Also, the name of the album was the name of the finishing move of Bam Bam Bigelow.
Huh.
Yeah, Greetings from Ashbury Park.
Mm-hmm. Uno Mas, 1975?
Yep, 1975. Ooh, that's horrible. 1975, 14 died when British freighter Lake Lara Rams pylon bridge between Durrett and Hobart, Tasmania, and Ship sinks.
Yeah, mine says the Tasman Bridge in Tasmania, Australia, was struck by the Bulk 1 carrier Lake Illawarra, causing the deaths of 12 people, but apparently it's 14. So, dang. Let's see here, 1976, Kumar Rouge.
Yeah.
Is this it here?
Timer.
In
Oh, here we go. It's 1976.
Anyway.
The Khmer Rouge was proclaimed in the Constitution of Democratic Kampuchea. So, that's interesting. Blob, you were going to try to say something?
Oh yeah, in 1975, Salute 4 with crew of 2 is launched for 30 days.
Oh, wow. Huh.
That's one of those space things from Russia.
Ah. Yep. A crew of 2. So, cool. Let me add that into there it is. All right. And then 1976, during the Troubles, gunmen shot and killed 10 Protestant civilians after stopping their minibus at Kingsmill in County Armagh, Northern Ireland, in the UK, in retaliation for a string of attacks on Catholic civilians in the area by loyalists, particularly the murder of 6 Catholics the night before. So we spoke about that yesterday when they killed the Catholics, and now the Protestants are getting murdered. So.
Yeah. Sorry to our viewers, I had a busy day, so I'm a bit tired.
That's alright. It's all cool. But I believe it's now your turn if you want.
Alright, in 1978, Bülent Ecevit becomes the Prime Minister of Turkey for the 3rd time.
Huh. Alright. Oh, I see that you have a link here, so let me post that. Sorry, go ahead.
And in 1978, start of the Sex Pistols final tour in Atlanta, Georgia.
Ooh.
And I said it before, but it's incredible if you know how many albums the Sex Pistols had.
How many did they have?
1. All of their great hits were on that one album.
Oh yeah, that's right. So they were really good, but Sid Vicious here lived up to his name, murdered his girlfriend, and then OD'd and died at the age of 21. So.
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, he was a murderer, so I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate that people die, but murderers? I don't think so. Like.
Yeah, speaking of murderers, on this day in 19...
Here we go.
Peter Sutcliffe, a truck driver, confesses this day in 1981 that he is the Yorkshire Ripper and murdered 13 women, and he did not only murder them, but also did other horrible crimes to them.
Well, he's called the Ripper, so I assume he probably like dismembered them and shit. So.
Yeah, but he.
Yeah, other things.
He also attempted to murder 7 more women, and his motivation was by his drive for
Yeah, not good. But
it's your turn.
I want to give out a really quick shout out to our audience right now. We have Outside the Lines. Blob is here. Yes, he is. He's right over there. Big Blob. And
Big Blob.
We have Johnny Be Good, my older doppelganger. Xander using big words. Yes, I do use big words on on occasion, more than an occasion. So. But Blob, you got another one here in 1982, I think. I haven't been counting. I've been doing too much.
I had my and last time I even had 4. So.
Okay, well then, Mr. Sohan, you go for it. You guys gotta start counting yourselves and just let me know when your turn's over.
Or
maybe you can take the other one in you forgot 1982, and I think both in 1982 are interesting.
The Arkansas one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. 1982, Arkansas judge rules against obligatory teaching of creation.
Obligatory. So.
Okay.
Oh, so that's religiously motivated. That's back when they were still teaching creationism. Wow, in 82 though. Wow. He ruled against the against the teaching. Okay, so he was for the teaching of evolution and not the teaching of creationism. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
So, 1982, Star Senator Daryl Sittler.
No.
Leaves the Toronto Maple Leafs wanting medical advice because of mental depression. Trade request was taking too long.
Huh. And by the way, Johnny here says that he's won trivia three weeks in a row due to this channel. So you're welcome. Like, thank you for utilizing us as a source of information and knowledge, and you're awesome that you're putting that into something constructive. Keep it up, dude. It's cool.
Yes.
So when did you already do 1985? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Nope, I did 82. I need to do
Okay.
85.
Okay.
85. Brian Trotter failed on Night Islanders penalty shot. Damn.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I feel sorry for this man.
He looks a little old to be playing hockey, though. Like, he has like
It's
middle age.
1980. It's 1985. He's a teenager.
He was born in 1956, so by 1985 he was already like 30-something. Yeah, 31 years old. Wow. He's aging rapidly. He does.
That's how they used to look back in the day.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I have gone off. Like, it is like out. It is kind of like crazy, like how much people like better looking they do these days versus like if you look at like a 21-year-old from 1922, they look like they're in their 50s, compared to people today. So.
Shit, look at Paul Rudd.
Huh.
I think we have a few big ones that are not highlighted here.
That was my last one.
Yeah,
Also,
1991. I'm trying to see if it's in here, but Georgian forces. Sorry.
Oh, I thought 87 and 89, the first one, are interesting.
Oh, 87. Okay.
yes, it is.
1987. Surrogate baby M case began in Hackensack, New Jersey. What is that? Surrogate mother type situation?
It's a legal parentage case where it was asked if surrogate mother or the real mother are does have the parental rights.
Well, a surrogate mother, like it's someone you go to help breed your child if you are unable to do so yourself. If I'm correct in that knowledge. So, like, biologically, yeah, it belongs to the surrogate, but the surrogate is being used to create a baby for the actual people. So, with that as the express reason, the child should go to the mom who wants to raise it, not the mother who gestated it. So.
Well, I posted a thing in the research bar channel, so maybe you can put it in the underbar. I mean.
Oh yes. Posting a link in the underbar right now, and it is posted. So for further reading, to get full information on this, please refer to the underbar in the description for that, and any other links that we've put in there that we will. In what other year? 1989?
Yeah, the first one there.
Okay. 2 French TV newsmen were arrested for trying to plant fake bombs on 3 airlines at JFK Airport in security test. Wow. Huh.
Like 7 CNN would do.
Yeah. Wow. So, that's not good. We also have sorry?
It's good that they were caught.
Huh? Yeah, it was good that they were caught. It's not good that they do stuff like that, although the military does stuff like that all the time. Like, it's scary. There was, like as some kind of test, and this was a long time ago, so my facts are a little hazy, but I believe it was the U.S. Marines or the Navy SEALs. I think it was the SEALs. They did a test to see if they can break into a nuclear facility, a heavily guarded nuclear facility, mind you, by other U.S. military forces. Break in, steal some radioactive material, and then leave without ever being detected, and he did it. And that's our stuff. How much stuff has been stolen from, like, Russian facilities and whatnot? How many people out there can make a dirty bomb? That's scary. So... But speaking of something that's scary, 1991, and as I said, I'm not sure if it's on this list here, it says Georgian forces entered Tishkina Valley, the capital of South Ossetia in Georgia, opening the 1991 to 92 South Ossetia War. So I'm trying to see if there's any mention about a war here, but there's not.
I mean, it's just a war. Who cares?
Yeah.
Just not important enough for our usual stuff.
For our main source here, it seems. But we got another war at the same time, 1981, the Somalia Civil War. The United States Embassy to Somalia and Mogadishu was evacuated via helicopter airlift days after the outbreak of violence in Mogadishu. So, Vietnam moment right there.
AKA Black Hawk Down.
Oh, that was Black Hawk Down?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, damn. That's cool. Like you're being truthful, right? AKA Black Hawk Down?
Yeah, I think that's... Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll trust you on that one. But then I think that was my 3. So let's go back to Blob here, 1992. Some sports history. Oh, cricket again, of course.
Yes. In 1992, Indian cricket all-rounder Ravi Shastri scores 206 in the third test in Sydney before being Shane Warne's first test wicket. The first of 708 for Australia.
Cricket wicket! I know, that's going to get old really quick. So I better stagger my cricket wickets.
I mean, somehow it made even less sense than the other times. In 1992, also a revival of Arthur Miller's dramatic play The Crucible closes at Belasco Theatre, New York City after 32 performances.
Huh. 32, not bad. Not as good as, 1,000 or 2,000 some odd like that
There you
one
go.
from the other day, but still, he got on stage.
I shared it in
Oh,
And in 1993, Brian Lara scores his maiden test century with 277 for the West Indies versus Australia in drawn third test at the Sydney Cricket Ground.
so you can add to the underbar if you want to.
I did. I just did.
State cricket noises.
So some more. Dude, I was literally just looking around, and I'm just like, where is he reading? And it's just like, but I think I'm gonna get some brain damage here in a minute.
Brain damage.
Brain damage. Some Brian damage. So.
Ever since the day I was born. Oh my god, never mind. I got that damn Eminem song stuck in my head now.
We got another one in 1993.
Yep. In 1993, Reggie Jackson elected to Hall of Fame.
The one before that, the oil tanker one as well, if you don't mind.
Okay. Also, 1993, oil tanker MV Bauer runs aground on the coast of the Shetland Islands, spilling 84,700 tons of crude oil.
Which is 169,400,000 pounds of crude oil. That is a lot of oil.
No matter how you measure it, still a fucking disaster.
Yeah. Get up, break the dawn out. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of ducks to clean.
Yes. Also, 1995, Lockheed C-140 Jetstar crashes at Isfahan, Iran, killing 18.
Ay. Another plane crash.
Ooh.
I wonder, like, if has there been a plane crash recorded every single day? I'm pretty sure there has. Like,
There probably is.
like throughout history at least, not like every day in a year, but like, I'm sure that is a thing.
Also, 1996, Hamas operative Yahu Ashi is killed by an Israeli-planted booby-trapped cell phone.
Oh wow. Huh. Watch out for those cell phones. You have a call and might not want to answer it though.
They gave him the predecessor to the Samsung.
Johnny says it wasn't a crash.
Whoa.
The Jetstar, I believe, is what he's talking about.
Okay.
See also RQ-130. Let's take a look at that here real quick. RQ-130. Lockheed Martin RQ-130 sent. Oh, so you're saying it was shot down? Huh.
Yeah.
That is an eyebrow raiser right there. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna copy and post this link into the underbar because I can.
And that is my 3.
That is your 3, and actually, let's see here. Boom. Let me get a better link. Here we go. Copy and paste. All right. We're going to move on up here to 1996. The Miami Dolphins coach Don Shula announced his retirement. I think I remember that name, Don Shula. That was I was only 9 years old at that point. So, let's see here. 2002. Actually, before we get into 2000s, let's do the split here. I almost lost track of that. So, badoop. Badoop. Welcome to part 2. We are now in 2002. The Hopman Cup tennis in Perth. Spain won its second title. Aranza Sanchez Vicario and Tommy Roberto defeated U.S. pair Monica Seles and Jan Michael Gamble 6-4, 6-2 for a 2-1 victory.
You might have wanted to read the 2001 one also.
All right. And remind me never to mention his name again because he requested me to not mention his name on the show. So I apologize for that. JBG, what? If I can say your initials at least, that'd be, I don't know, just so we know who we're talking about. We do, at least. 2001, a report revealed that doctor and former GP Harold Shipman had potentially killed hundreds of patients. Oh no, general practitioner. That's not good. Jeez. Sometimes you just can't trust your doctor. That's not good. Oh, okay. Well, it's live, and sorry, it's out there. Maybe one day we'll go back and scrub it. We'll see. Anyway, we also have in 2005. Oh, here we go. The dwarf planet Eris was discovered by Palomar Observatory-based astronomers, later motivating the International Astronomical Union, aka IAU, to define the term planet for the first time. So this is when the whole trouble with the whole Pluto being a dwarf planet and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Mr. Blob, do you want to read the article? The same one, it's just worded differently from what I said. That 2005 as well?
Yeah. Eris, the largest known dwarf planet in the solar system, is discovered by the team of Michael E. Brown, Jet Trujillo, and David L. Rabinowitz using images originally taken on October 21st, 2003 at the Palomar Observatory.
Nice. We got some sports history for you to cover here.
Alright, in 2007, Bill Cowher resigns as head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers with double E.
Alright.
Yeah, with EE, not like thieves.
Oh yeah, no, like Steelers, like as in like the metal steel, not the thieving steel. Yeah. STEAL, STEEL. So I never thought about that. So they're named after the metal, the Steelers, which makes it Pittsburgh. Yeah, they're steel manufacturing. Okay, well, now I knew about the trivia behind how the Packers got their name. Now I know about the Steelers. That's cool. Oh.
And in 2010, Mike Shanahan is formally introduced as head coach of the Washington Redskins.
Yeah, another a name that is in my brain for a completely other reason.
I mean, if you're happy to make that joke, he's the head coach of the Redskins and his head is a Redskin.
I mean, he does look a little red in that picture, so he is a Redskin. At least the photo right there. Looks a little flustered,
He's pink.
He's pink. Let's see here. Blob, you got one more, I think? Or I think it's Sohen's turn. I'm not sure.
Oh, I did not free.
All right. Sohen, go for it. Hopman Cup.
2013 25th Hopman Cup tennis. Perth, Spain wins 4th title. Annabelle Medina Arias and Fernando Verdescano beats high-profile Serbian pair Ana Ivanovic and Novak 6-4, 7-5 to clinch 2-1 victory.
Nice. Look at that guy's neck. Like, too bad Doom's not here. Like, he talks about some weightlifter with a long neck. This guy has a neck.
Man, by the time he finished drinking milk, he'll spoil.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay.
But hold on a second. I have one here in 2014. Yeah, it's not even on here. A launch of the communication satellite GSAT-14 aboard the GSLV Mk2D5 marks the first successful flight of an Indian cryogenic engine. Oh, wow. I had no idea India was experimenting in that technology. That's cool.
Did you say cryogenic?
Cryogenic, yes, I did. Indian cryogenic engine. That's... cryogenic engine. Let me look this up here. Hold on a second.
That doesn't make sense.
Cryogenic rocket engine. Yeah. What does the cryogenic engine do? A cryogenic engine provides more force with each kilogram of cryogenic propellant it uses compared to other propellants, such as solid and liquid propellant rocket engines, and is more efficient. So, like, I guess, like, third generation rocket engine. We went from liquid to solid, and then now we have cryogenic engines. That's crazy. I did not know that. Even though I think we reported on that last year, but still. Huh.
Okay, so it uses oxidizers to directly put it from cryogenic into the gas state.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay, I got 2 more.
Yeah.
2018.
2018.
Cool. North Korea accepts South Korea's invitation for a higher level talks.
Oh.
Yeah, remember that was supposed to happen, and then I don't know what happened.
Isn't that when Trump crossed the border into a country that's actively at war with us?
He just into the demilitarized zone, and essentially at that point he just could have been killed by essentially North Korean forces.
Yeah. Like, they could have done that because we're still technically at war with them. North and South Korea have been at war. They just had a ceasefire, but they're still at active war right now. And because they're our allies, South Korea, that brings us into war with them. So
yeah, imagine the leader of a nation that is at war with you just going casually into your territory and
shaking hands with your leader, and that just brings up my point that all of these countries, they're all working together. All of the hostility and the animosity is all manufactured to keep people under the thumb and ignorant to what's really going on behind the scenes. Trump was never in any danger. So.
Mm-hmm. Also, 2019, Chinese government reports predict China's population will peak at 1.44 billion in 2029 before declining.
They're actually already declining, thankfully, because that's a lot of people.
Don't use that language. Also not strange sound effect.
I'm sorry?
I think that's not a kind of language we should use, like thankfully declining.
Well, no, thankfully, because the amount of consumption they require. If we had 1.44 billion people, I'd want us to decline rapidly, because that's a lot of mouths to feed. That's a lot of food to grow, and right now, they're experiencing, droughts in areas, floods in others, all the stuff the past couple of years have been going on. Let's not forget, the massive discrepancy between males and females over there, the one baby thing, policy they had. So there's for every one female over there, there's 20 males or something crazy. It is insane. And at some point, their population is gonna freaking take a fat dump, because all these single males and everything, they're never gonna find a spouse. They're never gonna make kids, and very much like the baby boomers over here, it's gonna take a couple of years, but it's gonna be a relatively fast thing. Where we're already experiencing problems, with all these boomers retiring and everything, and these positions not being fulfilled because, our generation now, the people who were born in 80s and 90s, that's going to be the first generation to be smaller than the generation prior. So we're experiencing a depopulation as well. But I'm just saying it's a good thing, because humanity as a whole does need to, reduce the numbers until we can figure out a more efficient way to feed ourselves,
Okay.
But anyway, let's move on up to 2020. The 77th Golden Globes, 1917, Best Drama, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Best Comedy / Musical, Acting Awards, Renee Zellweger, Joaquin Phoenix, Awkwafina and Taron Edgerton. So yeah, I've 1911 or 1917 is a really good movie. I would suggest going and watch that. It's really good. And Joaquin Phoenix has to have gotten that award because of his role in Joker. That was 2019, right?
One small question. You don't like the 2019 sports entries?
I had a brain fart, and I'll get to them right after this. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, we saw that in a movie night not too long ago. That's a pretty good movie. So.
Yeah, a lot of people did not like how Bruce Lee was depicted.
Bruce
Because
Lee.
that was inaccurate.
Oh.
He was a humble dude.
2019, we have the Hopman Cup Tennis in Perth. Swiss pair Roger Federer and Belinda Bencic clinched 2-1 win over Germany. Defeated Angelique Kerber and Alexander Zverev 4-0, 1-4, 4-3. Switzerland's fourth event success. So that's cool. Anyway, before we move on into Burst and Deaths, audience, were there any articles that grabbed your attention more than most? Anything you wish we had elaborated more about? Anything you would have liked to say had you been here? Start a dialogue in the comments section below. I think somebody was trying to say something?
Yes, you didn't talk about the NBA record.
Where?
In 2019.
2019 as well. My bad. I completely, I don't even have this. I completely brain farted.
Ooh.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you for keeping an eye on this, by the way. 2019, the Golden State... Sorry?
Oh, after this.
Okay.
Continue.
Golden State and Sacramento combined for 41 three-pointers in Warriors' 127-123 win. Set new NBA record for threes in a game. Stephen Curry hit 10 triples, while Buddy Hield led Kings with 8. Justin Jackson added 5. Dang.
That's a lot of trips.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Also, before you end, 2022 Louisiana Governor John Bell Edwards pardons Homer Plessy for buying white-only ticket. But yeah, train ticket in 1892 results in U.S. Supreme Court case Plessy versus Ferguson, 1896.
Oh, okay. So he that's a weird thing to pardon, but okay.
Well, he was a black guy.
Oh, so he bought a black guy bought a white. Oh, okay, I see. All right, well, yeah. Still,
I think Mr. Plessy nowadays doesn't care anymore.
Well, it's nice to see something from the past, dealt with, for example, there was this, the longest war in history was lasted 1,000 years or something, but there was never any actual fighting. And they actually went back and ended the state of war officially between those nations, but it was crazy. So it's nice to see old things dusted off, cleaned up, and everything. So this is still weird in my eyes, but I can see why as well at the same time. So it's pretty cool. So
it should not have been illegal in the first place.
Yeah, I agree, but Anyway, yada yada, rigmarole, blah blah blah. Let's move on up into bursts. Mr. Blob, do you want to start us off here in 1209?
I just want to say that this ties also in what we just talked about into a thing I said earlier. Like when I said that men and women need to realize they are equal. The same goes for
Colors,
all
yes.
all colors. Religions,
Classes, creeds. At the end of the day, we are all people on this planet. We're all taking a big old bite of this shit sandwich that's called life. Just hold my hand and let's do it together. Let's go.
And more than 99.99% of the world's population are under the same blue sky.
Yeah. Unless you're a basement dweller. So.
Unless you're on the International Space Station.
Yeah. In
1209, Richard the First Earl of Cornwall was born in Winchester Castle, and he died in 1272.
Yeah, he was an English prince and nominal king of Germany. Huh.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why we utilize multiple sources. So, 1548 is... Oh, here we go.
All right, in 1548 we have Francisco Suarez, Spanish theologian, born in Granada, Spain, and he died in 1617.
Yep. He was also a priest and a philosopher. So,
All right.
yeah. 1781. It's not even on here. 1781, we have Gaspar Flores de Abrego. Was a 3-term mayor of San Antonio in Spanish Texas, and he died in 1836. Huh. 1855. Oh, yeah, here we go. Go for it.
All right. In 1855, we have King C. Gillette. He is an American businessman and inventor of inexpensive and disposable safety razor blades, born in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin.
Yep.
And he died in 1932, and he most likely founded the Gillette razor blade company.
He did.
Name.
He is the founder of the Gillette company. You know, as they say, Gillette, the best a man can get. So, I had a friend whose last name was Gillette. That was interesting.
As the first manufacturer of a razor with disposable blades, Gillette was inspired to invent something that could be used and thrown away to keep customers coming back.
Huh.
So yeah, just but somehow customers bought it, so yeah.
Uh-huh. Mr. Sohan, I think it's your turn now.
Yeah. 1871.
4.
Frederick Con.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
1871. Frederick Converse, American composer, The Pipe of Desire, born in Newton, Massachusetts.
Huh. All right.
And 1874, Joseph Erlanger, American physiologist, shock therapy Nobel, 1844, born in San Francisco, California.
Wow, he got a Nobel Prize for shock therapy? Jesus. That is shocking, pun intended.
Yeah.
Oh. And then 1876.
1876, Konrad Adenauer, Chancellor of West Germany, CDU, 1949 to 63, born in Cologne, Germany.
Huh.
Well, you butchered the name a bit. It is Konrad Adenauer.
Ah.
And he invented a lot of things, a lot of things, including sausage that was named after him, where soy should replace meat during World War I, when meat was rare and no pun intended. But he could only patent it in the United Kingdom, and he had a lot more failed inventions, and he became the chancellor. The mayor, the first mayor, or however you would translate it, of Cologne, Köln, and later, after the war, the first German chancellor.
Oh wow, that's cool. We have here in 1893, Paramahansa Yogananda. Was an Indian guru, autobiography of a yogi, born in Gorakhpur, India. And I'm sorry, Indians, for destroying your beautiful language, but I cannot speak it. Same as I can't speak German that well, but unlike Indians, I have a German in my pocket to help me out with that. But yeah, he was a guru and a philosopher for both India and U.S. That's interesting. 1906. We have Kathleen Kenyon, the first person to place date on remains of Jericho, born in London, United Kingdom. What does that mean? Date to place date on remains. What?
Yeah, she said when Jericho, the city of Jericho was when it existed.
Ah.
That's how I read it.
Now I know who joined. It's Breadmace, Doom Guy, Laser Boy, The Slayer, Brados, the man of many names. Well, that usually is a theme in the Omni Coalition. I see your Breadmace there, my friend. welcome to the show.
Yeah. So Dame Kathleen Mary Kenyon led excavations of Tel es-Sultan, the site of ancient Jericho, from 1952 to 1958, and was principal of St. Hugh's College, Oxford, blah blah blah. Yeah, it doesn't say how old she thought Jericho is, so...
Well, anyway, let's move on up to 1909. We have Lucien Bloch, was born on this date. Was a Swiss-U.S. sculptor, painter, and photographer. Died in 1995. And we've been forgetting to mention the deaths of these people. Kathleen Kenyon died in 1978. So, but you can see it on, if you're watching the video here, you can see the deaths on the script here. But anyway, 1919, actually 1914, we have George Reeves, a U.S. actor, Adventures of Superman and Gone with the Wind. Born in Woolstock, Iowa. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. Let me add that in here real quick. So, George Reeves. And then we have Jane Wyman, 1917, a U.S. Academy Award-winning actress, Johnny Belinda, Magnificent Obsession, and the first wife of Ronald Reagan, born in St. Joseph, Missouri. She was born in Missouri. So, actually, hold on a second. I gotta copy this entire thing here. Copy, paste. Copy and paste, 1917, alright. Alright, now it's back to Blob here. 1919, is he in here? No, he's not, so I'm actually going to take this one. Sorry, Blob. 1919, we have Hector Abhayavardhana, was a Sri Lankan theorist and politician, died in 2012. And then is 1923 on here? Yes, he is. So, Mr. Blob, you want to talk to us about Sam Phillips?
Right, we have in 1923 Sam Phillips, American record producer and founder of Sun Records, which launched Elvis Presley's career.
Ooh.
He was born in Florence, Alabama, and died in 2003.
Dang. Yeah, he was a U.S. radio host and producer. He founded Sun Records, as was said. Yeah. 1926. Is he in here? There he is. Okay. William, if you don't mind.
In 1926, we have Hosea Williams, American activist, born in Attapulgis, Georgia, and he died in the year 2000.
No, that was the wrong William. I'm talking about William DeWitt Snodgrass. Sorry.
Oh. In 1926, also we have William DeWitt Snodgrass, American poet under the pseudonym S.S. Gardon. He was born in Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, and died in 2009.
Dang. Beaver Falls, huh?
Yeah, the poor beaver.
Those poor beavers. We have one here in 1927 that's not on this list here as well. Sivaya Subramaniaswamy was a U.S. guru and author who founded Iranian Temple, and he died in 2001. So, he founded a temple. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but actually, Hosea Williams, whom we named accidentally, was a very important figure, it seems.
Okay, well then I will add him to the list. He was
one of the inner circle of a certain Nobel Peace Prize winner.
Oh, I don't get the reference if you're being sly or not.
Dr. King.
Oh, cool. That's cool. So. And that was your three, I think. Was it? Or I think this is your third. Sorry, my brain.
Oh, I don't know. I'll take it.
All right.
In 1928, we have Walter Mondale. He was American politician, United States Senator from Minnesota for the Democrat Party from 1964 to 76. The 42nd Vice President from 1977 to 81. He was born in Salem, Minnesota, and died in 2021.
Mm-hmm. He was also a soldier and a lawyer before his political career and stuff like that. I did not know Walter Mondale served. Huh. 1931, Calvin.
The other one from 1928 is also interesting because we talked about him on the...
yes. Go for it.
Oh, okay, I go for it. It is again Mr. Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, the fourth president and ninth prime minister of Pakistan. He was born in Ratodero Taluka in Pakistan, and he died in 1979.
Ah. Oh, yep. Mr. Sohan, let's get to you. 1931, Alvin?
1931, Alvin Alley. African-American dancer and choreographer, American Dance Theater, born in Rogers, Texas, died 1989.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he founded the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater. He's a dancer and yeah, you said dancer and choreographer. So yeah. Let's see here. 1931 as well. Okay, Alfred Bendel doesn't look like he's in here, so I'm gonna. Oh yeah, there he is. Oh, that's weird.
He is. 1931, Alfred Brendel, Austrian pianist, born in Lodischen and Delsno, Czech Republic.
Huh. All right.
And 1931, Robert Duvall, American award-winning actor and filmmaker, The Godfather, Apocalypse Now, MASH, the film, not the TV show, Grace Santini, and Taxi Driver, born in San Diego, California.
Oh, hey! I know someone over there. Oh. Let's see here. 1932. We have Chuck Noll. Was a is a U.S. NFL coach. Pittsburgh Steelers, born in Cleveland, Ohio. We're talking about those Steelers again. That's pretty cool.
The next entry from 32 is also very important.
Yes, it is, actually. I have it on my script here. Umberto Eco, an Italian novelist, literary critic, and philosopher. It says here he's an Italian philosopher and author, Name of the Rose, born in Alessandria, Piedmont, and he died in 2016. Uh-huh. And let's see here, 1934, we have Phil Ramone, or Rabinowitz, a U.S. 14-time Grammy Award-winning music producer, Burt Bacharach, Paul Simon, Billy Joel, and Tony Bennett. As well as a studio owner, he co-founded A&R Recording. He was born in Cape Town, South Africa, and died in 2013, unfortunately. But yeah, this was Phil Ramone. He's another black U.S. singer, songwriter, producer, co-founded A&R Recording. Yeah, so 1938. Okay, go back to Blob here, I believe.
All right. In 1938, we have Juan Carlos I, King of Spain, from 1975 to 2014. He was born in Rome, Italy, and it's his 85th birthday today. Happy birthday, King, former King Juan Carlos.
Yeah, happy birthday, Carlos I. So, 1939 here. I do not see his name. So we have M.E.H. Maharouf, was a Sri Lankan politician who died in 1997. What's his full name, though? Let's see here. Muhammad Ehutar Hajiar Maharouf. That's a name right there. So let me put that in here real quick. Save that. And then let's see here. 1940 is Athol Guy. Yep. Do you want to take this one here, Blister Blob?
In
sorry,
in 19 we have Athol Guy, Australian singer for the Seekers. He was born in Colac, Australia.
Yeah, he's a singer, songwriter, and a bassist. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Seekers. There was also a band called the New Seekers. I think was that the same guys later, or?
I don't know. I'm not privy to music trivia like that. So.
Oh yeah, they did Georgie Girl among other songs. Hey there, Georgie girl, there's another Georgie deep inside.
So you got a good one here in 1941.
All right, in 1941 we have Chuck McKinley. He's an American tennis player. 1963 winner of Wimbledon and born in St. Louis, Missouri.
And then, very fitting, it's Soen's turn. He talks about this guy.
Yeah. Also in 1941. I want to do the first one. I want to do the top one first.
Grady?
Like that. Yeah,
Okay.
because I like that band Parliament.
All right.
1941, Grady Thomas, American rock vocalist, Parliament's Funkadelic Maggot Brain, born in Newark, New Jersey.
For a second there, I thought you started going on like a swear word rant, like Funkadelic Maggot Brain. I'm like, what is he saying? Oh my god.
Two different bands.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't hear Funkadelic. I heard another word, adelic, that starts with an F.
Okay.
So it's like, you
also-
Funkadelic Maggot Brain. I thought you were insulting somebody.
Yeah.
You me bar.
Also, 1941, Hayao Miyazaki. Oh, Miyazaki.
He just DC'd. So, yeah, we have Hayao
Alright.
Miyazaki, born on this date in 1941. He is a Japanese filmmaker, spirited away, born in Tokyo, Japan. He's a Japanese.
One of my absolute anime heroes. He also did Princess Mononoke and a lot of other very great movies.
Yeah. It says here he's an animator, director, and screenwriter. Welcome back, Mr. Sohan. That was a weird DC right there.
No. Oh, no.
Okay.
The biography is not right. His most famous film is Princess Mononoke, not Spirited Away.
Correct.
Princess Mononoke. I know I spelled that wrong. So, but somehow I didn't get redlined. So, apparently I spelled it right.
Mm-hmm.
Sohan,
Yeah.
1946.
1940. Really? We gonna skip Charlie Rose?
Let's not then. Where is Charlie Rose? I don't see Charlie Rose. Oh, there she is.
1942.
All right, go for it.
1942, Charlie Rose, American TV host, CBS in the morning, born in Henderson, North Carolina.
Nice.
Now 1946,
Yes.
Diane Keaton, American actress, Annie Hall, Little Drummer Girl, born in Los Angeles, California.
Huh. Cool. And then 1947. Okay. I guess this was wrong. 1947, we have Ted Lang, a U.S. actor for Isaac, Love Boat, Mr. T, and Tina, born in Oakland, California. He was an actor, a director, and a screenwriter. So, that's cool. Let me copy and paste that in here real quick. So,
Yeah.
we also have in, let's see here, 1950, Ion P. Culiano, 1950. Is he in here? There he is. Ion Petro Culiano, a Romanian historian born in Iași, Romania, died in 1991. He was a historian, philosopher, and author as well. So, add that here. Oops. CZ.
Ooh.
Enter the wrong. Brain farts. Chris Stein. Okay.
Hey.
Sorry.
Did y'all do 1959 yet?
No, we're still in 1950 here. 1950 as well, we have Chris Stein, a U.S. guitarist, songwriter, and producer. It says here, U.S. rock guitarist and co-founder of Blondie, Heart of Glass, and Call Me, born in Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
Copy. Get rid of that. Move this guy over here. There we go. All right. Then you said 1959?
No,
Yeah.
53 first. 53, Steve
53?
Archer.
Which one?
Steve Archer.
Steve Archer. Actually, I believe it's your turn, Mr. Blob, so why don't you take it?
All right. In 1953, we have Steve Archer, American singer for the Archers. He was born in Mojave, California. In 1954, we have Brian Hitt, American rock drummer for REO Speedwagon, Keep on Loving You in Center, Texas. And I wanna keep on loving you.
I've heard of REO Speedwagon and Mojave, the Mojave Desert out here in California. Yeah, he was born in the desert. That's cool. So
No, he was He was born in Center, Texas.
No, I'm talking
Brian
about Steve
Hayes.
Archer being born in Mojave.
Yeah, I don't know.
So no,
what did
Mojave
you
is the
say?
name of the desert out here, one of them. So that's that just got my interest there. So
You wanted Mr. Brown, Stuart?
Yes.
Okay.
1959, Clancy Brown, American film, television, and voice actor. Carnival and Billions, really? That's what he's known for?
Billions. Huh.
Yeah.
He was in Billions?
Not let's see, what can I say? What can I say he's known for? He's known for playing Byron Hatley in Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, he was that guy in Billions. Okay. Right.
And also he was that asshole guard in Shawshank.
Oh, the jerk guy, the guard.
Yes.
Yeah. You better be
Also,
sick, dead, or mute. You blah blah. That guy. Yeah.
yeah. Also, for voice actor, Mr. Krabs.
Oh, he's Mr. Krabs. I did not know that. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
And he was the Kurgan in Highlander.
Carnival, Billions, Mr. Krabs, Shawshank, Jerk, Guard.
Also, Hades in God of War.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Big fist.
Big fish. Whoa. That's cool.
Yeah. Let's see what else.
We also have in let's see here, from 1959 and 1961 is Iris DeMint in here. Yeah, she is. He is someone, whoever.
Iris DeMint, American country singer, our town, born in Paragould, Arizona.
Ah, haven't heard of Paragould, but he was also a guitarist. He's a singer, songwriter, and a guitarist. So, 1965, Stuart Rapper. Is he in here? 1965. I'm not seeing. I don't think so.
No.
Stuart Rapper is an Australian rugby league player and coach. I don't know why he's in here, so I'll just well, because he's not in this list, let's just keep him in here for now. 1968 though, Carrie Ann Inaba. There he is. Okay, go for it, Sohen. 1968, Carrie.
1968, Carrie Ann Elba, American dancing choreographer in Living Color and Dancing with the Stars, born in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Ooh, don't get a lot of those. Oh yeah, she was a U.S. actress, dancer, and a choreographer. So
yeah,
yep. And then why don't you wrap up your turn, Sohen, with good old 1969?
Thank you.
Yes.
1969, we have Marilyn Manson, shock rock singer-songwriter Marilyn Manson, The Dope Show and Tainted Love, artist and actor, born in Canton, Ohio.
Yeah. Marilyn Manson, Manson being a singer, songwriter, actor, and director. I did not know he directed, so. Huh.
Some of his music videos, yes.
Oh, that makes sense.
Also, actor, he played a part in Sons of Anarchy.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right. I have one here in 1971 that's not on the list. We have Stian Karstensen, a Norwegian multi-instrumentalist and composer. All right.
All right. I would like to quickly go up to 1968.
Okay.
There we have DJ Bobo. The civil name is Peter Baumann. He's a Swiss pop Eurodance singer, songwriter, and producer of Somebody Dance With Me, Let the Dream Come True. He is born in Kölliken, Switzerland, and here in Germany he's very famous.
Huh. That's cool. Let's see here. 1971, we did that one. 1972, I think, yeah, they are in. Blob, I believe it's your turn. You want to take on 1972, Sakis?
All right, we have in 1972 Sakis Rouvas. He's a Greek pop rock singer and musician. Shake It. He is born in Island in Greece. Oh, you! I didn't mean you to shake your nose. That's the name of the song.
Yeah, he's a Greek singer, songwriter, producer, and an actor. So, ooh.
All right. In 1975, we have the U.S. actor Bradley Cooper. It's his 48th birthday today. He played in the movies Silver Linings Playbook and American Hustle. He was born in Philadelphia, PA.
Yep.
I like how they mentioned.
Go for it.
Yeah, continue.
No, I was just going to say he
I
was
like
also
how
a producer.
Yeah, I like how they don't mention one of his best movies, American Sniper.
Huh. American Hustle, American Sniper. So he's in 2 movies that start with American. That's pretty American right there.
Yep, American Sniper. He played Chris Kyle.
Ah. Yeah, we have one in 1978. I think Blob has one more. It's hard to keep track.
In 1978, we have July Jones. No, wait, it's January Jones.
Oh my god, really? One of those J months.
You had it coming.
Yeah, I did.
Anyway, January Jones in 1978. She's an American actress. Betty Draper, Mad Men. Also played in X-Men and in First Class. And she's also a model, born in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Yeah. X-Men First Class. It's one title.
Yeah.
Oh, oops.
She was Moira McTaggart.
Ah.
Why is that city?
Sioux Falls?
What? Yeah, it's named after one Indian tribe, but then the state is named after another.
Yeah, we're kind of confusing out here in the States. So.
Let's continue with your.
1981. I don't even see him on here. We have Joel Thomas Zimmerman, better known as Deadmau5, Canadian musician. So the DJ guy, the techno dude with the big old mouse head, thing. That he was born on this date in 1981. So happy birthday to Deadmau5. That's surprising that he's not even on this list. Let alone not highlighted or anything like that. Like, jeez.
Is that the Deadmau5 guy?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Deadmau5.
Deadmau5. So, he's Canadian, huh? That's cool.
Well, he is. Well, Mao is dead.
Mao Zedong, yeah, that one is.
You said dead Mao.
Dead Mao. Anyway, let's move on up into deaths. Someone, do you want to start us off in 842?
Sure.
Maybe you can.
842. Oh,
go on. Go
ahead.
What? What's going on?
Mutasm?
Yeah.
Abisad?
Abbasid.
Calip.
Yeah.
And in 66, Edward the Confessor, King of England, 1042 to 66, and the last king from a house of Wessex, dies around 60 to 63. Don't even know his actual age when he dies.
Yeah, around 62 to 63, 60 to 63. It says he was born in 1003 and then died in 1066. So I'd say 63 is a more possible, like, solid concrete number with that.
63 is concrete.
Yeah, 63 is concrete. And I see Blob has posted a couple links. I'm periodically checking the Discord while I'm doing all the other things we're doing.
I didn't. I just had a question that you can answer me in the text.
Wait, what? Where?
In the mic class.
Oh, okay. Let me check that real quick here.
You want to take
rugby union hooker? What the hell? Rugby union hooker. Let me check that out here. Rugby union hooker. 1981. Is this a birth?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So 1981 as well. We have Corey Flynn, New Zealand rugby union hooker, 15 caps, Canterbury Crusaders, born in Invercargill, New Zealand. Maybe you can explain that to me. Sorry. So let's see here, New Zealand. He was also born on this day. Sorry for getting the births and deaths confused. I'd say the hooker is positioned between the two props in the scrum and generally throws the ball into the lineout. After the scrum half has put the ball into the scrum, the hookers use their feet to hook the ball and win possession of their team. I don't know if that answered your question. It didn't help mine. That was a scrum.
I just want to remind our viewers that we're still on the history show and not in the adults category.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to add this Wikipedia to rugby union positions to the underbar, the descriptions as well. But anyway, let's get back into deaths here. Now, since we don't need to go 2 by 2, let's give Stoin another one here. 1899,
Sure.
1433. Sorry, go for it.
1433. Okay.
Actually, it's 1477.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Oh, sorry.
There. 1477, we have Charles the Bold, Duke of Burgundy. 1467 to 77, killed in Battle of Nancy by Swiss mercenaries at 43.
Oh, didn't we talk about that earlier?
Yeah,
The Battle of
and
Nancy.
he was born in 1433, by the way.
Yeah, he was. I just read something wrong. Sorry, I'm only human.
Yeah.
So, but we also have Catherine de' Medici, died on this date in 1589, an Italian-born queen consort to Henry II of France and later regent to her sons, died at the age of 69.
Yeah, this was the most influential family in at least Italy at the time.
Dang. We also have Elizabeth of Russia, 1762. Was the Empress of Russia from 1741 to 62 and daughter of Peter the Great, died at the age of 52. I think we spoke about her before with round face. So.
Yeah.
Let's see here. 1899. Is he on here? No, he's not. We have Extra Otis Kendall, U.S. professor, astronomer, and mathematician, was born in 1818. And then let's go to Blob here in 1922.
In 1922, we have Ernest Shackleton. He was born in 1874. He was a British-Irish polar explorer, Endurance and Antarctica. He died of a heart attack at 47.
Wow. So for someone who's in Endurance, he had a really short life there.
You wish, but it was one of the names of his polar expeditions, the ship that he sailed on.
Well, he was a polar explorer, so he had something involving endurance. It's some harsh stuff out there.
Yeah. In 1929, we have Nicholas Nikolaevich Romanov, Grand Duke of Russia and general in World War I from 1914 to 1918, for those people who forgot when World War I was. He died at the age of 72.
Wow. Cool.
And in 1933, we have United States President Calvin Coolidge. He was born in 1872. He was the 30th US president for the Republican Party from 1923 to 1929. He died of coronary thrombosis at 60. That means that something got into the heart.
Oh, coronary thrombosis. So let's look that up here real quick. Coronary thrombosis.
Yeah, it's essential.
A coronary thrombosis is a blood clot that forms in the blood vessels or arteries of the heart. The clot may obstruct blood flow to the heart partially or completely. When this happens, the supply of blood and oxygen that the heart needs is cut off, and this can lead to a heart attack. So he died of a heart attack, essentially.
Yes. And you continue with a wonderful woman.
Well, it's actually Soen's turn. He gets to talk about this lovely lady here, who looks like really angry, but yeah.
Well, she is angry.
Yeah.
Look who she was friends with.
Yeah.
Also, 1939, Amelia Earhart. American aviator, first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic, is declared dead at 41 after disappearing over the Pacific Ocean in 1937.
That's unfortunate. There's a
Yeah,
game I used to play called Hearts of Iron. I think it's Hearts of Iron 5 or Hearts of Iron 4, HOI 4. Yeah, HOI 4. Pardon me. But yeah, in the game, uh, like historic events does happen because you actually start in like 1932 or 33, somewhere in there, and you can play as any nation and all that stuff. But like there is a possibility that historic events can play out differently. So the Hindenburg might not crash. Amelia Earhart might not disappear. Hitler, actually, there was a game I played where the assassination attempt, the table thing, actually succeeded. So like you can go way off the sideways with that game if you're a historian and such. So, and actually Amelia Earhart, if she survives, she can actually become like some high-ranking person in the USAF during World War II. So,
Or get questioned because her friend's a Nazi sympathizer.
ah, oh yeah, you're talking
she-
about what's his face?
Hindenburg.
Yeah, that guy.
yeah, she promoted commercial air travel and wrote popular books about her flying experiences. Was the first female pilot to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean, and she disappeared when trying to circumnavigate the globe.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about another female pilot here. You got another one in 1941.
Yes, 1941. Amy Johnson, British pilot who was the first female pilot to fly alone from Britain to Australia, dies during a ferry flight at 37.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Yep, Amy Johnson, not to be confused with Amy Jo Johnson, the Power Ranger.
Yeah. Different Amy Johnson. And ooh, you get a good one here.
Yes. Also in 1943, we have George Washington Carver, African American. Yeah, he's American.
Black U.S. citizen.
Oh, yeah. Agricultural scientist, studied the peanut. That's at 84.
81.
Yeah, 81.
But yeah.
You can thank this man for those people with peanut allergies.
Oh.
They have nightmares of this man feeding them peanut butter.
Yeah, George Washington Carver was a U.S. botanist, educator, and inventor of many uses of the peanut, including peanut butter, among other things. So, yeah, no, he had like 80. He has a book like 85 uses of the peanut or something like that.
I wonder if he had the idea for peanut oil.
Probably. We also have 1954. Rabbit Marinville was a U.S. baseball player and manager. For the Boston Braves. So he died at the age of 62.
On a name like that, he better be fast.
Yeah, Rabbit Marinville. Yeah, Rabbit. Rabbit is good. Rabbit is wise, as it said in Twister. But then we have Rogers Hornsby in 1963, a U.S. Baseball Hall of Fame second baseman, National League Most Valuable Player 1925 and 29, 7-time National League batting champion, 3-time .400 plus seasons. So that's a really good batting average, I think. For the St. Louis Cardinals and the Browns, he was also a manager of the Cardinals, the Browns, and the Cubs. Died of heart ailment at the age of 66. So yeah, he was a baseball player, coach, and manager. So one hell of a life right there. And then we got Max Born, 1970, a German physicist, quantum mechanics, Nobel in 1954, died at the age of 87. He was a physicist and a mathematician. He was born in 1882. So dang, what a name. Max Born died on this date. Max Death. It reminds me of Big Fist. Like Big Born and Big Death. So... we also have Billy Bletcher here. Is he on here in 1979? No, he's not. U.S. actor, singer, and screenwriter, born in 1894. And Mr. Blob, do you want to talk to us about Charles Mingus, not to be confused with Bingus or Floppa?
All right. In 1979, we have Charles Mingus, American jazz bassist for the Pithecanthus erectus. He dies from complications of amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, at 56. Oh, that's a horrible way
Oh
to go.
man, God, I hate seeing my
Well-
initials up there. Like, so yeah, he was a bassist, a composer, and a band leader. So, like, Pythicanthropus erectus, and I can hear Doom guys laughing, like, ha 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 ha. He said erectus. But going to another name, actually no, we have this one here for you, Mr. Blood Pete.
Also, you don't want the 1985 entry. Okay.
Oh, okay, we'll take it.
Alright, in 1985 we have Robert L. Sorty, American Oscar-winning cinematographer for Ben-Hur, and he was born in 1906.
Ah.
In 1988 we have Pete Maravich, American NBA star for the Atlanta Hawks. He dies of heart failure at 40, and he was born in 1947.
Wow.
Pistol Pete.
What?
He was known as Pistol Pete.
Oh, known as Pistol Pete. So, let's see here. Known as Pistol Pete. Let me add that here real quick. So, yeah. He kind of looks like Keanu Reeves, a young Keanu Reeves, from that angle. So, but let's see here. 1994. Yeah. Mr. Soen, you want to talk to us about Tip?
Yeah, 1994. Tip O'Neill, American politician and 47th Speaker of the House, Democrat, Maryland, 1977 to 86. Dies of cancer at 81.
That's weird. My other source here says lawyer and politician. He was the 55th Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives. Huh. Maybe he was both. Maybe he got reelected or something. So.
Mm-hmm.
And 1998's, he's not even mentioned. That's weird. Sonny Bono, U.S. singer, songwriter, producer, actor, and politician.
Yes, man.
Yes. Not to be, because the singer Bono that we know of, that's a different guy, right? Sonny
Yes.
Bono. So who's Sonny
Yes.
Bono? Let's see.
Sonny and Cher.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, that guy, okay. Huh.
I got you, babe.
I got you, babe. That's a good song. 2004 is Norman talked about here. No, he's not. We have Norman Heatley, 2004. Was an English biologist and chemist who co-developed penicillin. Why is he not up there? Bro, come on. Co-developed penicillin. That's a big move right there.
Yes.
2007, Mr. Sohan, I think it's still your turn, technically.
Yes, it is. I had two more. 2007, Momofuku Ando, Taiwanese Japanese inventor of instant noodles and cup noodles, dies of heart failure at 96.
Yeah, he's the guy who founded Nissan Foods.
Yes.
So,
Nice.
Us people on budget, we salute you.
yes. On behalf of all the college students around the world, thank you for feeding us, allowing us an affordable, cheap thing to keep ourselves nourished and sustained for the most part. 2010, Willie Mitchell is... yeah, there she is, okay. 2010, we have Willie Mitchell, and a U.S. R&B pop and soul singer, songwriter, producer, and arranger, died of a heart attack at the age of 82. Yeah, he was singer, songwriter, trumpet player, and producer. From my other source, so let me add that here real quick. Oops, wrong button. And then 2012, Frederica Sagor Moss, there he is, a U.S. playwright and screenwriter, dies at the age of 111. Good lord. U.S. author, playwright, and screenwriter, born in 1900. Could you imagine being born in 1900 and dying in 2012, seeing everything? Holy shit! Like,
And it's not the oldest death today.
no, it's not. Let's see here. Do we talk about Pierre in 2016? Yeah, there he is. Pierre Boulez, French pianist, composer, and conductor. French composer, La Visage Nuptial. Conductor, BBC Symphony, 1970 through 77. New York Philharmonic, 1971 through 77. Wow. And New Music Advocate, IRCAM Ensemble Intercontemporain. Died at the age of 90. Huh, never heard that word. Intercontemporarian or something. And that was 2016. This guy, Pierre Boulez. No, Nicolas. Wait, where am I? I'm completely confused. So that was 2016. Pierre. Sorry. Yeah. So there we go. Whoops. 2017. Jill's not even spoken about. We have Jill Soward, the English rape victim and activist, was born in 1965. So, Jill Soward. Yeah, the recipient of a struggle snuggle, unfortunately. So, but then in 2018, not even spoken about again, we have Thomas Bopp, a U.S. astronomer best known as the co-discoverer of the comet Halley-Bopp. So why is that not in there either? What the hell is going on?
And at the same day, we have John Young, American astronaut and ninth person to walk on the moon. He was on Gemini 3 and 10, Apollo 10 and 16, and the STS-1 and 9. He died of pneumonia complications at 87 years old.
Oh, wow.
And in, where is it? I saw in 2022, 1 year ago, we have Lawrence Brooks, American U.S. Army soldier from 1940 to 1945 in the 91st Engineer Battalion in New Guinea, the Philippines. He was the longest living American World War II veteran and died at 112 years old.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, like, are there any World War II veterans left? Like...
No, I don't think so.
Veterans still alive. Says here, as of September 30th last year, 167,284 of the 16 million U.S. Citizens who served during the war were alive. So they're dropping quickly. So... Yeah. But let's wrap this up here. That shall conclude the show. Once again, you can check the underbar of the description for any links you may be interested in, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition, which in itself includes...
Stolen TV on Twitch.
Yep, go check him and Muffin and Doom Guy out and all that rigmarole. Anyway, for your dose of past events daily, we stream every day at 10 in the morning Pacific time, which is 11 Mountain.
12 Central.
1 p.m. Eastern time.
Oops, 7 p.m. German time.
Yep. For all of you and all of us, I am Mayo Xander.
Sohin.
And Protoblock.
Yeah, and you, of course, are you. And until you catch us tomorrow, or if you're interested in some news, notable events, weather, and sports, we have that coming up in a few hours at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Anyway, until whenever, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!